Welcome to Beyond the Pew. This is our episode 5 as we enter into the topic of the test that became your testimony. With me, again, I have 4 beautiful ladies. They will be introducing themselves. From my right is...
I am Maxine Bailey.
I am Claudia Coke, Blackwood.
I'm Marlene Rankin.
I am Joanna Smith.
and your host, Janet Dinal. Today, you women, you men would have been facing tests that you did not sign up for. You woke up this morning, you didn't know you were going to experience trial and tribulation. It tested your faith. You got a phone call, it tested your faith. You got a diagnosis, test your faith. Family crisis, tested your faith. It also tested your patience. It tested your identity. It tested your endurance and your obedience. And most of all, it tested your trust. So here is a part that we don't talk about. The test that doesn't feel holy when you are in it. It feels messy. It feels unfair. It feels overwhelming. It feels as if God is silent. And we all at some point experience this. But your test is not a punishment, it's a process. It is a place where God stretches us. It's the place, ladies, where God strengthens us. It's the places where God matures us. It's the place where we grow into the assignment. It's the place that God detox us. He detox some people out of our life, some characters, some attributes, and some different ways that we have. This is the place where God prepares us. This is a place where God promotes us, and this is a place where God reveals. So the test is in the soil, where our testimony grows. The test is the soil where our testimony grows. Because the enemy, he wants the test to break us. But God uses the same test to build us. My God. The enemy wanted test to silence you. But God used that test to give you a voice. I never had a voice. I had to go through my tests, my trial and tribulation, to sit in the healing chair, as Joanna would have said in one of the podcasts. We are here today because we was given a voice. The enemy want the test to shame us. But God used the same test to give us the authority. Your testimony tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is not what you went through. No. It's who you have become. When the test felt like it would break you, what do? You're sitting with ladies that have been through the breaking, but as you enjoy Beyond the Pew today, it's the podcast that speak on a real topic, bring real stories, real life experiences, and where you also find healing. And as you tune in with us today, this episode will make you go into places you doesn't want to go into. If you have ever walked through tests that was so heavy, confusion, painful state, that you will wonder if you will ever survive, then this is the episode that you need to hear. This is a topic that will bring healing, restoration, and I believe you'll be redeemed. But hear the truth today. Some tests don't come to destroy you. And many times we go through our trials, our tribulations, our tests, and we believe that this is the end of us. And many times, and if you would have listened to prior episode, we all would have, or some of us would have gone through suicidal state. We felt hopeless. We felt we are at a place where it was taking us to that detrimental stand where we had to make decision that would have wiped us off this planet. But the Lord would have stepped in and redeemed us. So we come to you today real. We are 5 ladies. Let's come to you with our stories. We come to uncover the strength you didn't know that you have. Because you would have been through so much trial and tribulation that you feel weak. We come to expose a faith you didn't know was growing inside of you, because in your brokenness you would have found out that your deliverer was Jesus, and you had to develop a faith in him, like the 3 Hebrew boys. We come to birth testimonies you didn't know was inside of you. This episode is called The Test That Became Your Testimony. We had our testimony. We are living our testimony, because some of the hardest season of your life are the very one God used to elevate you. And all that I've said, and all that we're going to talk about, my question today as we go into our panel discussion is my question to the ladies. And I would really want all 5 of us to talk this through. Everyone. What test in your life felt impossible at the time while you were going through it? You can name the season, but you don't have to go through the details if you don't want to. Starting with Joanna. What here?
There's so much. And they're all open wounds, so I don't know.
So you're in the healing chair.
I am. I think I found that out in episode 2.
Wow. See the importance of beyond the pew? Because you would have buried those trauma, testing that you have been through. I think it was episode 3, 4 spoke about the trauma. So while you're pondering that, I'm going to jump over to Marlene for a bit. Then we come back to you with a here. That's all we want you to give us. Just one of the here of one of them. We don't want a detail now, because listen.
2022.
2022. And you know what is so profound? I believe that there's going to be healing among us as well. And as my co-host, we're going to go on some topic that's going to be challenging. And as we go through, we're also going to find out that there are things that are possible that God will reveal in the process as we begin to talk on this topic. And as we said in every episode, These are topics that are not being talked about in the church. These are topics that people are afraid to utter because of fear, shame, and being looked down at. And we want to bring them out because so many people sit next to us in the church. Day after day, we come and we sit beside a brother, we sit beside a sister, we go in the supermarket. Wherever we go, there's someone who's crying out silently for someone to hear them, Maxine, and they're not, because they believe that no one sees them. And that's why we are here to let you know you are not alone. So more,
Never alone.
there you go.
Never alone. I've learned that the hard way.
Yes,
I was never alone. I did not know at the time.
at the time. Because at that time you were isolated.
We are in the valley.
Yeah.
Can't see straight. There is no light. Seems hopeless. But now I realize that I was never alone.
My God. The Jonah saying 22, thank you for that. I know it took a lot to come with that. Marlene?
I missed some years ago. 2002.
It felt impossible at the time.
Yes, really.
Christine?
Mine is 2019 and 2022.
Maxine, when was yours?
2010.
I'm sure that those were moments that you never thought you were going to be able to come out of, right? They were challenging moments that it took the hands of God Himself to bring you out. And so there are so many people are going through that right now. My next question is, how did that test challenge your faith or your identity? Christine?
Well, in 2019 I wasn't, and in 2022 I didn't baptize, but I tell you, I pray and I have faith and I believe in God that He's going to work a miracle for me.
Even though you weren't a Christian, you believed.
Yes, because I was a strong believer. I used to love church. No Sunday church. Once I'm not working, I'm at church. But I didn't give myself to the Lord.
That's just so awesome that even though you weren't, you never committed yourself to the Lord then, you still knew that the only person that was able to take you out of the impossible is the God who specializes in the things that are impossible. Wow, wow. And He will do the same for you as well as you trust in the God of the supernatural. Marlene?
I remember being in the living room and I'm saying, God, why? Why all of this? Why? Why do I have to go through this pain, the hurt? And I remember the voice distinctly saying, no cross, no crown.
Wow. Wow. Maxine?
It was a period of sickness.
Wow.
That I've been through. I went to the low of the lowest. But then God used that sickness to rebuild me also. I was here working and I felt ill. I went home. While here working, I could not feed myself. I could not take care of myself the way that I should.
Right.
So my blood count was so low. I would be working and I would be passing out. And I didn't know what the problem was. I went home and I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor here also. And I had to do a surgery. But after testing me, I could not have done the surgery at that time because my blood count was so low. So
Yes.
they put me on iron, give me 2 weeks
To rebuff
go back,
your blood count.
just the same. Put me on another 2 weeks, and I've been going back and forth. Wanted to do the surgery, I can't do the surgery because the blood count was so low. If I do it, then I would die. So I ended up doing the surgery. Yes, I do the surgery. But after doing this surgery, then I went so low. I mean, everything inside of me got cleaned out.
Look at that.
When I came out of this surgery, I started bleeding. The doctors didn't know why I was bleeding.
Right.
As soon as one bag full, they changed it. But God was cleansing
He was
me,
detoxing you.
and I did not know. And I bled and bled. Every ounce of blood that was in my body came out.
Wow. That's impossible.
When I came to the hospital and didn't even recognize me. Family come to the hospital and go to the nurse and said, I don't see her. And the nurse said, she's right there on the bed. They said no, because I was as flat as this. Everything gone out of my body. And I remember the doctor, but every sickness I've been through,
right.
my mind, I try to keep my mind focused.
On God.
Not make my mind dead, because my entire body was dead. Just my
but
mind
your faith was on Christ.
Was working. And I was praying in my mind. I could hear the doctors over me speaking, talking. What is God doing? They say they want to take me back to surgery. And I started to pray. I said, God, if I go back down here, I'm not coming back. How can they carry a dead person back into surgery? I am not going to come back. And one of the doctors said, let's take her to do an ultrasound.
Right.
When they take me to do the ultrasound, the same cloth that they use in the surgery was inside of me.
So infection.
They stitched me up with the cloth. And
the gauze.
I was in
yes.
Because God had to allow that so that He could flush out what He needed to flush out. And when they say that they want to take me back into surgery, I refused. I said, no, anything is there, God will take it out. And they looked at me as a mad person, because how God are going to take this out? And I said, I'm not going back into surgery. Anyways, after was there a few more days, they discovered that my bladder, they cut my bladder during surgery.
Ooh.
My bladder get cut. So I could not hold the pee. The pee was
coming out. No control.
No control. And I was saying to them, I want to go home. They said they can't send me home because the bladder get damaged and the pee is coming out. And I remember I get up off the bed and I walk with the thing and go straight to the doctor's office, and I knock on the door. And I said, Doc, I need to go home. And the doctor looked at me and said, you are crazy? He said, I am not crazy, but I need to go home because I have to go on my altar. Because I always have my altar.
Yes.
So I have to go on my prayer altar. When I said, release me, I have to go home, and they refused to release me. And I said, bring the paper, let me sign it.
You're not staying one more night there.
I'm not staying one more night. And the doctor looked at me and said to me, I have to wear pampers for the rest of my life.
We don't accept any report unless it's the Lord's report.
Pampers. I have to wear pampers for the rest of my life. And I looked at the doctor and I said, doctor, that will never
be your portion.
Never. And let me tell you something. I get home and I go on my altar. As weak as I was, I went on my altar. God dissolved the cloth that was inside of me.
The gauze. Mhm.
And the pampas that they said I have to wear, I never even wear panty sheet.
Look at God.
Until this day, not a drip of pee come unless I go to the bathroom.
Look at God.
God heals me.
Supernatural.
Yes,
Supernatural
Wow.
complete healing. God have healed me. So the enemy will tell you this, but remember, always go to God.
Amen.
Consult God first before you take the
He's a God that will not lie.
Yes. The doctors can do their thing,
Yes.
but always remember God. Go to God. And there are so many different episodes. So many different episodes. I remember I had a lump in my breast. And I was so worried about the lump because everybody talking,
Yeah.
would think what it was, and I was thinking the same thing and all of that. And I remember the night I was supposed to go to the doctor the morning.
Wow.
And I prayed, and the night in my dream, the Lord appeared to me, and He put me on a table like this, and He have everything that the doctor
surgical.
Surgical, yes.
Mhm.
And He operated on my breast.
Look at God.
That night, and He take out the thing and hold it up like this, and the scissors, and said, "This is what was in your breast. Take it out."
Look at God.
And that was years ago. My son was 1 year old, and my son is 36, 37 years old now.
That's the God we serve.
Yes.
The God of the
Miracle.
supernatural.
Yes.
So I can tell you about a healer.
Yes.
I can tell you about a deliverer. I
Testimony.
can tell you about a sustainer.
Yes.
I can tell you about a keeper. He never left you. He never left you. It is you who don't think that God can bring you out of what you are in.
Amen.
The test that become a testimony. Wow, what a powerful testimony.
Yes, true.
Wow. And this is why it's imperative that we talk about what we go through and how we come out. Because God is still in the miracle business.
Yes. It's very deep.
God is still in the miracle business.
Yes.
Marlene, a question for you. What did you learn about yourself during the season, during that season of when you were going through? And after you through, I'm going to ask the same question to woman of God, to Maxine here.
Maxine said something profound before. She said it's when you're going through that you get closer to God.
Yes.
And during that time, what I found out about myself is that I was beginning to learn how to rely on God.
Yes.
It made me have to realize that there was nobody else
but God.
Wow.
Whoa.
There was when your back is against the wall, that's when you realize how important God is to you, and then there is no other way. And that you are stronger than what you think. Not because of yourself, but because of the God who is in you, that His strength.
Yes.
It's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. Before I have Maxine answer that question, Christine, the same question for you. What have you learned during that season?
That when you think people you could say your friends that you could rely on, when you're back against the wall, as Marlene said, there will be no one there. As you always sing, when my back against the wall, you don't have nobody to call to.
In the middle of the night,
when you're back against the wall, my Jesus taught me how to pray.
He's the only one.
I remember in that 2 seasons when I was going through, I thought I have friends, but that's the reason why I don't have I have best friend anymore. Because best friend only there to collect from you
Some.
Well, some should say some.
Yeah.
Most best friends are there. You think there would be a ride, and because now even if I see best friends that they are from school age, I say, my God, that used to be, because I used to have a best friend, and I remember one situation and she just disappeared, and I was like, my God, the time when I really and truly need you.
That's why I would always say that we have to discern the people that comes in our life,
Yes.
because there are categories that we tend to put them into that they shouldn't be into.
Yes, true.
And the ones that should become the root is the one that we put into a different category, and we put the other ones that should have been on the limb or the leaf into the root category. That's why it's good to discern.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why discernment is imperative in our life.
Yes, true.
It's critical. It
True.
is critical.
As you just said, because she was the root, and my other friend was like the branch then, and she is my root now.
Look at God.
Yes.
Look at God.
Yes, we might not talk all the time, but
you don't have to.
Whenever you see she call, she say, Auntie, a long time I not talk with you. She bust me ears, we had chat. And she wasn't like the other person.
Right. So the one that you took as root was really the limb, but pretend to be a root at the moment.
Yes.
We have all go through so much experiences in life that today we can share with our children, people that we cross our path. Same question for you, Maxine. What did you learn about yourself during that season?
During that season, I learned that I cannot depend on my own strength.
Powerful.
I learned that nothing is impossible with God if you put it in His hands.
Yes.
There is nothing that God cannot turn around. And there is nothing too hard or too difficult for Him.
Wow.
If you put it in His hands, He can turn it around.
Powerful.
And He will turn it around.
No doubt.
It is His promise unto us.
Yes.
He said He is touched with the feelings of our infirmities. And so when we go through pain, we are to know that whatever we are going through, the battle is already won. It is already won at Calvary. The fight is already fixed. So we just need to call upon Him and to ask Him, fight this battle for me. Ask Him.
Yes.
Put your life in His hand. Trust Him. Trust Him when you don't understand Him. Trust Him when you don't see Him.
Yes.
Trust Him when you don't hear Him.
Yes.
Trust Him when you don't feel Him. Remember when we were going to school and when we are going through a test, when we are going through exam, I remember my teacher, she would walk with her hand behind her back and she would walk bench to bench and look at our papers, but she was silent.
Yes.
She would never said a word. And in that moment, we were nervous.
Very.
Very nervous because we don't know what we are putting on the paper if it is the right thing. And she's walking and she's looking at our papers and she's not saying nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And that's where fear comes in.
Yes.
And remember this, God is not walking around with no big stick to kill us when we make mistakes or whatever. No, that is not the God that we serve.
Amen.
Very loving,
Yes.
caring God. Yes, He chastises us, and when He chastises us, it is for our own good.
Powerful.
It is for our own benefit. And without chastisement, we will not be here tonight.
He chased after those He loved.
Yes. And
Wow.
we will not have a testimony to share tonight, to tell someone that God is real. God is true. He is
That's
true
true.
to His words,
Yes.
and if we adhere to His words, we can move any mountain. We can speak to any mountain and command our mountain to be removed. We can do it with our praise. We can do it with our worship. We can do it on our knees. We can do it praying. There are so many different ways. Sometimes we cannot pray. Just sing a song.
Yes.
Sing a song.
Wow.
Amen.
Wow.
That can be our healing.
Yes.
That can
Faith.
be our deliverance. Faith.
Faith. I hear that strongly where you're concerned. The faith that you have established, grown to have where God is concerned, even when it don't look like He's moving, even when He's not, He's silent, your faith still not wavering. And that is what we need to have, especially as child of God, is in the midst of the storm, we still know that He's there to deliver us. He's there protecting us. He's there covering us. Even when the songwriter said, even when I don't see it, even when it's right, when I don't feel it, He's moving.
Yes, He's working.
And God is moving in your circumstances right now. The doctor may have given you a diagnosis. Don't accept that diagnosis. The final diagnosis is not of God. If God didn't give it to you, don't accept it. I remember when I was diagnosed as well, the first thing I told the doctor, cancer is not mine. I'm not accepting it. I never accepted it. And I love the fact that we can sit here today and say that we have been through the trial and tribulation, but if it wasn't because of the hands of God, the mercy of God, we wouldn't be here today.
True.
Because mercy came in and take control when the enemy said, no, this is it. And we sit here today as women who have been buttered, women that has been marred, women that has been slandered, women that has been beaten down, cast out, told you're no good, diagnosed with chronic illnesses. I don't think we all should have been here according to man, according to the enemy's plan, but the hands of God has kept us.
Yes.
And I'm going back to Joanna. For what you have been through, and as you said, some of them are raw. The raw moment now, hearing the stories of we ladies that have been healed from so much, there's still things that some of us are still fighting through. How does that make you feel, especially when it comes on to faith, even when, I don't know why I'm saying this, but this just came to me. You know, when Jesus healed the blind man, and He asked him what he see. He said, I see sticks. But he said, go back again. And he asked him again. And he was able to say, and sometimes we want the thing to happen right now. And God is saying, my time and your time is not the time. What I'm doing right now is something greater. And before I go back to Joanna, and you know, you're watching us tonight, and you're at the point of giving up. You're at the point of throwing in your towel, and you may have given prophecy that God is going to do something, but it's not going on, and you're seeing the opposite. I am here to encourage you to hold on.
Not your time yet.
God never says something and go behind it.
No.
And if He says it,
No.
it will happen.
Yes.
Hold on for your breakthrough. Hold on for your supernatural miracles that's coming.
Amen.
So back to Joanna. How does it make you feel hearing these testimonies?
It's not that my faith is not there. I don't know how to put it. Sometimes it's not sometimes, like it's really true that some persons they may be asking God for sweetie, right? But it's not the matter of what I'm asking for. It's just for something not to hurt anymore. It's not that I don't believe that God will do something, and I trust that His time is perfect. And then sometimes when I think about if He gives what you ask for at the moment, probably it's not even the right time either. So I've come to that notion. But sometimes when you're in certain, you think you're okay until
Something trigger it off.
and that's where it brought me to the point where I know I'm not bitter, I know I'm not upset, but I expected it to still hurt. And that's the weird thing about it, that I trust in God 100%, but then why it still hurts? And then when I think and you look back on it, it's like not one thing. It's just that it's easier to place it on one thing, but when you roll back in, look at it's multiple things that hurt. And the story, it's so much, and I'll say, and at the end of the day, it's the choice whether or not I wanted to go out or not. But my journey, see, I'm young, very young, and I look young, old sometimes, but I'm young, but
You're the baby on the panel.
yes. And then I try to carry like that because I can hide it, because I can say I'm young, so I haven't been through it. And it's easier to carry it around with your peers, because they're expecting when I probably reach up in the age, then maybe that's the time I can say, you may are young, but we don't know stuff. But I know stars. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, and I'm pondering and I'm pulling between two sides. And I was gonna be up here. So it's a choice of mine whether at the end of this, whether I spoil your podcast or not. But I'm gonna share my story.
You can, if you're comfortable to share, and it's not about spoiling. We're being real, right? That's what the show is about. It's healing, and if it's healing moment, then it needs to be. And I believe that God didn't just randomly have me chose you. I believe He orchestrated this. I believe so. And whatever He wants to do in the podcast process, I believe He will get the victory at the end of the day, and He will smile to see you smile. Because from a prophetic level, I believe the Lord is setting you up for something greater. Because you may be here to help someone who is going through.
So I know in previous episodes, we spoke about stuff that no one knows, we don't share it, right? And there's stuff that happens from childhood coming up that no one knows. I don't think anyone will ever know. But I don't think that hurts much from what I could think from where the real broken Joanna started. And the thing about, even though I'm broken, I don't use bleed. I don't bleed on people. I don't I don't know. I'm still hurt, but I still I don't know to explain it.
You do what you do still work.
Yes,
Your bleeding
you
within is a
observe.
silent bleeding.
Yes,
So your
yes.
bleeding is within.
I whatever I do, and I love wholeheartedly, and I don't want to see persons hurt. But let me tell you who I am, who I am, what I've been through, my journey, right? And then I said from episode 2, when I was editing the episode, I profoundly hurt. I think even in the episode I even spoke it too, but I guess I said it just
Randomly.
right, yeah. When I was editing it, I heard profoundly like, we're healing. There's nothing to heal. So, right, so left high school, right? You know, the oral. So I was in Jamaica and I was working. You know. For some reason, my mom decided to bring me here because I decided to have a boyfriend. So she knows, teenagers. I guess she was running from
Teenage pregnancy.
So I wasn't that child for a boyfriend and anything. That's just the honest truth. It's until me basically don't say that is it. I don't know what happened. But my mind was or my brain was or boyfriend, and I don't even know if that existed to me. That's just how it is. I was a girl in school. Girls normally want their uniform above their knees. I cried to my adjustment to put it down there. That's just how I am, and it's the way that I was grown. But I'll show you how being grown like that, it positively affected me, and then how I turned into negatively. And my mom would often say she did it the way she knows the best. So I came here when I was 19. Came when I was 19. I got in a relationship. I got married in the church. Right? Because when I come here, everybody here to do Shabbat. Okay, man, a man here don't belong to nobody, the whole church. And for me, I wanted to be free because I was grown up closed up. I wasn't able to see the world, wasn't allowed to go anywhere. Family, nowhere, nothing, just home. I grew up in church. I know what it feels like to sleep on hard church benches as a child.
Mommy, make sure you go to church.
Go to church. That's what it was. And I wanted to do stuff without not being told to. And that's, I would say, in the rebellion state.
I'm at the age now.
I'm at the age now. And honestly, I put certain things way back, and if I told you the year that I got married, I lied. At that point, because that's how far that I've pushed it. No. I don't know.
Buried it because the pain.
You have to wipe it come on.
Healing seat.
And this, and I didn't live together until I got married. My mom was a mom. So the moment that we left the reception and we went home, I realized that I went into
Ooh.
like literal. I went into a steel home, and live in a home where there was no kitchen, there was no bath.
Wow.
I never knew. God saying that most times when you hear this story, women, you hear it when our great-great-grandparents were being grow up. But the things that you should do in the place that you should do it, the 19-year-old girl will sleep.
Oh.
No one knew, mommy knew, nobody. She probably know now. She never, from I think married first. She no one knows. She doesn't know where I live, but she know where I live. You understand?
You didn't tell her, but she found out.
No,
Yeah.
she know where I live, but she didn't know where.
Oh, okay.
She know the address, she know the lane where you pass when you can find up there. She was never invited. And it was prison. There's you use the word narcissistic, and that was it. There was so many abuse that I couldn't put my hand on it because it would turn as if I did something. That was the last many years. I was still going to church, I was singing choir. I was a part of the youth group. I think at one point I was even the youth in the youth group in the ministry that I was on. I was preaching. But I was in survival. And the abuse started. There's stuff that I did too that in the end part where I wanted to escape, and this is where it's hard to say because Marlene mentioned that she experienced infidelity, but the pain that I went through, I inflicted that pain.
You were broken, so you were looking for love.
And wanted children, couldn't have children, and I was blamed and chastised for that day. I was doing surgeries, everything done. I could not have a child. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter how many prayers, how many persons prophesied, say they saw it, and everything. It doesn't matter what it was. Just couldn't happen. And the abuse was there. I can't remember fully what happened the night, but it was nothing significant that night, to be honest. But it was just, and I decided that this is it. And I was
enough is enough.
And I was living in Northwood at the time, and I just got up it was 12 midnight, and I got up and I took out the car keys and said, I'm leaving, I'm done. Took the car keys from my hand and said, okay, if you're going, you're going. And everybody knows Norwood from all the way down, coming up the road is dark, and I walked. And when I walked almost to the end of the road, I realized that I don't have anywhere to go. And I took out my phone and I called my best friend. And she said yes. When I looked behind me, he was there. He stood behind me. Where am I going and all of that stuff? None. He said, you can't be out here on the road alone or whatever. I told her that I'm leaving, and I took the key and I stepped on my friend's couch for quite a while. And the journey it went on. And I always link my there was many other stuff that I cut out. Many times I move out back and forth. My mom moved me in and moved me back out. A lot of stuff. But I remember when all of that was over and I was done, and I decided, okay, I don't want a relationship or anything. There was still back and forth, same, still trauma, still a lot of stuff that it's so hard
toxic.
to even utter. And I remember when you realized that I was completely done, I was completely out. By this time I started to date again. I call it not by my choice, because my best friend, the conversation came up and she said, go ahead, give us an opinion in shape or form to even talk to somebody. And by this time, I was invited to Horn Cayman Church. I dated, and personally we decided to start to come to church together. And I don't think Apostle you know this either, but I remember where my character was significant. The one thing, because I'm such a private person, I don't speak much. I let my life to remain private. And for some reason, he had pictures on his phone of me naked, whatever it is. Man of God, this man sent my naked body part. And The relationship I was in, I say that's I don't know how to explain crush.
Wow.
I wanted to run in the sea. I wanted to crawl under a bus. I don't know if it was suicidal, but I don't know if it felt like he wanted to disappear.
Yes. The shame and everything.
And my husband know at the time, boyfriend, I would say, that's when I knew that he would have stayed with me, whether or not he would have been my life. I wasn't thinking about husband or anything at that point. But he said it's gonna be okay.
Wow.
And he said, because how he talked, he said, go on to work. And I remember when I reached the door, I stood at the door. I came to church and my son stood at the door. And I think I just came, and normally when a broken woman come to church, she would take her number. She would have reached out to us, or to call, or check up on us after we come to the church and stuff. And that was the day. And I remember that I was walking in there. I don't know if I existed that day, and everybody started coming to me, Joanna, this, Joanna. And I don't know how I handled it, but I keep hearing the voice, Lord, it's gonna be okay. But it was just okay, he must say so. Okay, probably I think he was just gonna disappear at the end of the day. He would have blocked, because now he's dating, everybody knows, and then they've seen what he's, so it's like. And I remember I went into the warehouse and my phone was up on the and she spoke into me. And she said, I can remember the one exact word that she spoke at that moment. Remember, listen, yeah. I decided, I don't know, and I was decided, so when I get my lunchtime, I just want to walk in the old, I wanted to disappear.
My God. Wow.
And she said, I think she said, young lady, I don't know who you are, but you're not, she didn't use the word broken, she used something beyond repair. And she said, she said that there's a calling on your life and everything, but what she used there, she said that, I think she said, whatever you're going through, I remember beyond repair. It's not beyond repair. I remember that, because I don't want to, I remember that exact point. So I'm getting a work call. And that kept me, and I went through, and the shame and the embarrassment. And along with other things, I buried it very well.
My God.
And I existed, and I go along, and I'm bold, and my workplace, I'm bold, and I'm moving, and I'm doing it. It's not
phasing you.
It's not.
You're blocking it out.
And then this is a part where, so imagine you're married for 7 years and you couldn't get pregnant, and you stepped out of the will of God and you started dating us, you started fornicating. First, remember that I was adulterous for a while, but it wasn't even sexual, it was just casual, just companion anyway. And boom, you start dating someone, right? And within 2 months you get pregnant. For something that without nothing.
It's not your fault.
And so you think that, oh, nothing was wrong with me. And that's where so everything else, I buried, because the moment that I got married, and at that time when I went in the house, I realized I was in present. So the real attachment wasn't even there. So though that hurt, I should be honest, that doesn't hurt that much. But what hurts is when I don't understand. Oh, God can give you something 2 times and take it back.
That hurt.
And it's not even the loss. It's how many times I walk to death door. I don't know if, and many persons, you can probably say you walk to it. But I don't know if you ever sat in your bed right and don't want to fall asleep. Like you hear the voices that you make up you're gonna die tonight. And you sit up in the bed straight, you don't wanna. And you're carrying a child inside of you, and there's so many things. You see things moving around the room, and you hear things moving, and you're sick, and you're a person that weighed 185 pounds, and you go down to weigh 125 pounds, and it's pregnancy, and the doctor call it extreme. I don't remember the name, Mina Brian or whatever it is. Lost. When you hear persons talking in the environment, and it's not that you're not happy for them, but you're trying to encourage them. But your pain, it's open. So what do you do when the faith that you have in God is there? You trust Him wholeheartedly. Because He's the same God that allows, right?
Right.
The same God that gives. But this is my honest conversation. Why allow it if you know you're going to take it away? And it plays on my mind. And then, only took it away. This is where the brink of everything, it just ends right here. Everybody knows Mother's Day, everything that the world celebrates Mother's Day. And I don't know what the healing is going to come from. I don't know what God will tell me to heal the wound at that. Because I'm like, God, if I've done it on any other day but Mother's Day, you made me cannot show up for anything on that day. Because that's the day why would you do it? Hurts already, and you could have chosen any other day for it to happen. To deal with miscarriage twice is hard. But when you're dedicated to ministry or to church and to God and everything, and then right through the year you're there and you're busy, you're doing what you have to do, and on that day find excuses why you can't show up to church because everybody's gonna say Happy Mother's Day, and persons don't know if they should tell you or they should not tell you, or you don't want to hear it because it brings back memory.
Reminds me, Joanna, of this little thing that it says that even though we do not understand certain things, we still have to trust Him to know that whatever He does is well done. And there is purpose in your pain.
But that's the only thing that I cannot think. I encourage myself to do everything else. But I just can't understand who's you well done.
I don't think
there are things that you will not understand, that we will not understand. And it is not like God is keeping us in the dark. It is not that God doesn't want us to understand. Sometimes we wish that we could choose our path.
Yeah.
Sometimes we wish that we could say, God, I want this person to be my parents, and I don't want that person to be my parent. Sometimes we were born into our parents, into a family that we don't. Is when we grow up, we know the curse or whatever is going on in that family, and you would like to be out. You don't want to be identified in that family. I know that you may not understand it. No, I don't either.
The hurt is not just once, it's both. And I don't believe God has done that to punish you or to destroy both of you. And it's a couple that I carries every so often.
And you see the enemy too uses things. He knows what her trigger points are.
Yes.
He uses things when don't hurt you. He don't bring
It's
you
the
things
sting that
to
hurts.
break you.
Mhm.
And that's why I said to her early on, I never knew when I was going to do the podcast, because normally the podcast, I never planned to have a co-host. A podcast is a podcast I want to do. But for some reason, the Lord said, use her as your co-host. Because even she didn't even know that she was going to be a co-host until I reached out to her. And I believe the Lord is using this as a healing tool.
Yes, you said the spiritual therapy and
The spirit, yes. So,
yes, so two of them join
Work
together.
together.
Yes.
I have no doubt, and
Reminded me of when David and the three Hebrew boys, when they went to throw them in the fiery furnace.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, even if our God don't deliver us, we're still not going to bow.
Yes.
you know, and this is the part that gets me, is the fact that God wants me to do this podcast. God called me in this kind of ministry after He break me, and I have to carry people that are breaking. And every time God is pulling my ministry to a level, the devil used people to tear me down. And I stand for people like Joanna, Brother Omar, others. I kept questioning God. It's not about me. It's about you guys. It's about the people that He called me to stand for. And the enemy doesn't want it to happen. So even in birthing this ministry, we birthed this ministry when I'm in pain. I birthed this ministry while I'm being slandered. I birthed this ministry while I'm being gossiped. I birthed this ministry while I am tearing down. And even in spite of it, I can't give up, because Joanna has to heal. Amar has to heal. And the only way God is going to move until they're healed. How are they going to heal if I gave up? I'm sitting here talking about abortion when somebody's craving a child. It's hard to know that we have children and they want together. But in spite of it, they're pushing and they're still doing. So Jonah, thank you for your testimony, for sharing. As we are closing the segment of episode 5, I want to say thank you for joining with us. Thank you for being a part of us. What you're going through is for your testimony. And God is going to use your testimony to deliver someone, heal someone. And as you go through, remember that even when you don't see it, He's working. When you don't feel it, He's working. When you don't hear it, He's working. God has never stopped working. Never give up on God. He is working for you. Use what you're going through as a testimony. Don't stay down. Get up. Get up out that bed. Get up out that chair. Get up out that feelings and move on. Because what you're going through, God is still writing your book. He's still writing your story. And the book and your story is going to be read by many who need it. So with all of that said, subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you again for episode 6. Have yourself a blessed evening. Shalom. Until then, don't be bitter. Be prayerful. Have a blessed night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.